Jason, did I ever tell you in 2016 the NES Classic came out?
Yeah.
And it came and went, and I was like, who cares? I emulate. I've been emulating since I was a boy.
Yeah.
What do I care about that thing? Then
And then
EJ made a review of it, and it was a nice review, and Mike Matei was talking about it, and everybody was talking about this. And then some guy at my work had one. He brought it in. We would all play it on Fridays. And I was starting to be like, I'd like to have me one of them. NES Classic.
You couldn't get it. You had to pay a
they
scalper.
were unavailable, and I started to really covet it.
Yeah.
And this is the part I've never said publicly. I spent $300 on one.
300.
On the internet.
Wow. Paid a scalper.
I was like, it's never coming back. And I bought one, and then
kind of right. I think you can buy one now for less than 100, but
not half a year later, they did one more print of them because they felt
did
bad.
they?
Yeah. They did one more run, and so I grabbed another one for 70 or 60. They went for 60.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That's
such
cheap.
a good deal.
Oh, it is a good deal.
That was the thing everyone was talking about. Like, this is an amazing deal. Not something you usually get from Nintendo.
It was an amazing time because they were struggling with the Wii U.
Yeah.
And Switch hasn't come out yet.
Dude.
They got a deal on a bunch of computer chips, and they're like, I guess we should make NES Classic, and they released it kind of like on a lark, like they got a deal on the thing, and it did way better, and it hit way harder than they ever thought it would. Which
you know what would have been really pimp is if they had on that same little system, make it an extra $20 to $30 at the time, and just bundle in NES Remix.
Yeah.
So you get all the games. You also get NES Remix because the Wii U didn't sell in the first place.
NES Remix is still just that's gated still on
the
Wii U.
Yeah, that's still
and
trapped
3DS.
on Wii U and 3DS.
And 3DS, yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
But you can play NES Championship bullshit on Switch.
That's worse though. It's worse.
I bet it is worse.
I need to dig out my Wii U for one specific shot on my next video. While I'm doing that, I should play NES Remix. That sounds really nice.
It's fantastic. Nice little fun party arcade
Way
game.
better than the Nintendo Championship shit they came out with like a year or two ago.
Oh yeah, that could
be a really good Jason Graves like mini video, as if you just made a NES remix video.
It's fairly forgotten, I think, but remembered but forgotten. You know,
sometimes that's just what you need in the YouTube. Yeah, like kind of just outside of relevant.
We forget that people are young and they're like too young to really have firsthand memories of it.
Right.
Yeah. We were talking about this when Tomodachi Life came out. And I'm like, no. I talked to all these 18-year-old Scott the Woz clones, and this is this like mystical thing to them.
And they can't pretend they know.
You don't get it.
Yeah. We were all
back
so
when we had
excited for the
Tomodachi
GameCube.
Yeah.
People get so mad at me for clowning on Scott for pretending that he was there in 1985.
When we were around with Pac-Man, it's like,
shut up, Scott.
I totally understand.
You were a
it,
molecule.
Because like when you're on the internet, the things you hear the most about are like kind of really old and like way before your time. You hear a lot about that, but you don't hear a lot about the things that happened just before you were conscious.
Totally.
Of like what's going on, because I think of it as like I was probably like 10. Like I think of it more in sports. When I was 10 years old, I know I distinctly that's when I switched the channel from Cartoon Network to ESPN, and that's when I became like absorbed in sports culture. And they would always talk about shit that happened in the 90s and the 80s and old, but like the first half of the 2000s, I still find like wild shit about because they just didn't talk to it like when I was getting into the stuff. So it's
what blows my mind?
It's the most mysterious era.
Scott the Woz has done GBA a million times, Mario Tennis, fucking mini consoles.
He's like, great at finding new little things to talk about in Nintendo's lineage.
But you know what he's never done in that very fashion? NES Remix and SNES Remix. He's never done it. Isn't that crazy?
There's gold to be had. Gold, I say.
There's gold in there, right? Come on, Scott. Recycle Mario one more time.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you truly love Wii U if you haven't done this?
Yeah.
What's funny is actually he did like a console tier list video very recently, and he said he didn't like the Wii U. in the video.
Wow, I think of him as the Wii U guy.
I know, same. I'm like, wait a second, aren't you Mr. Wii U?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, maybe it's
That's
just
the meme.
profitable
That's
to
the
talk about the
meme.
Wii U.
yeah, exactly.
I think the Wii
That's
is
what he
great.
throws. Actually, you know what? He hates it because that's the meme of him throwing the box out the window, right? Isn't that a
Well,
Wii U
yeah.
box?
We were playing Nintendo Land. I got it for like $5.
It's a good game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me and Gloria were playing it, and there's the thing where you throw the ninja stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fun as hell. This is a great little time. And plus, it's
It is
got
a great
NES
game.
Remix. There's still some reasons to own a Wii U. Not many.
I love the
There's some.
Zelda one and that. I love going through that with multiple friends and like it was just a lot of fun. I like the swinging. It's just fun.
Or there's the hide
will
and seek
go-
with Mario and
Oh,
Toad
all
or
the hide and
whatever,
seek
yeah.
ones
That
are good.
one's-
The Animal
so
Crossing
good.
one's amazing.
Yeah.
The Luigi one's really good too.
Oh, the Donkey Kong one where it's like you're tilting.
That
and-
one's fun.
It's
Yeah.
a famous
Mario
Game
Kart might be the
Grumps,
best. Metroid is not. Leaves a little. bit
Metroid's
to be
awful.
desired.
That one- that shit
it's not
sucks.
much
That's the one
fun.
that like you're shooting, right? Like
Yeah. No. Not into that.
Anyway, Wii U. There's a place in my heart for it. Not Star Fox Zero.
I will go to bat for Paper Mario Color Splash any day of the week. I love
And
that
people
game.
like it, huh?
That's
Or,
my
actually, they
favorite
don't
Paper Mario. Well, no, people don't like that game, but I love
Yeah,
that game. That's an L take for me. That
Right.
I like that game.
Well, you like the writing,
The writing's great in that
Yeah.
game. That's
yeah.
people.
Which is an interesting point because people focus a lot on just like, well, they don't look how I want them to look.
Exactly. People shit
Yeah.
talk those games so much because apparently there was some creative decision halfway through. Like there's 6 Paper Mario games. Halfway through, they decided basically we aren't gonna do like new characters anymore. We're just gonna have generic Toads and Yoshis and stuff, and that's the world it's gonna live in.
Yeah.
And this is the most unpopular thing ever, and everybody who's invested in the series thinks that it's awful.
Arlo.
And I make the case, like I like to point out that Color Splash is very aware of this and plays into this in its writing, and I think it's stronger because of it. And I think
you
Super is
convinced me. I watched it. I was sweating. And
Okay,
watching
well,
it.
yeah, I don't know. That video's old, and not everybody watching this might have saw it.
I remember
so.
being like, yeah, this is the value of actually playing a game before you review it instead of, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, jumping on the bandwagon and stuff. Because you might actually make a creative discovery like that where you're otherwise like, there's some confirmation bias, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. Like a lot of games, if I have played it before and I'm going in, I kind of already know what I think.
When I first met you, that was when you were like, well, I would say that the thing about that makes my channel different is that I actually play the games that I'm reviewing. Like I'll play them. And,
they don't
yeah.
always,
Like
It's
the Sega Lord
obvious
X really make
sometimes.
it all that far in any of these games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big chunk of ass.
Well, I mean, I think
little
when I
chunk of
said
ass,
that, I
just
had
the
some
first level.
specific. I had some specific channels in mind in like the RPG space that obviously don't. They would just like recycle whatever the line is and say that it's the best thing ever every time. And that made me mad. I was like, this is surface level, and he says every game is the best game ever. And the footage is all only from the first hour. What the fuck? And he was just like lapping me in views, so I was just like, Oh.
They say that as you get older and we have pattern recognition, right? Like if you drive by a forest or something, like your brain now has categorized like forest, and you're not seeing any of the trees because your brain's already used to it all. A child though is actually like they're really attentive to
wild.
details and minutia because it's actually new information to them.
Yeah.
And I think like that can happen sometimes when we review stuff or when we want to like talk about creative works is like sometimes, I think we're reviewing like summary information that came from multiple places and not just the thing, like giving it your full attention and trying to have a fresh perspective on it.
Yeah, because like I watched Sinners, but I've seen Dusk Till Dawn, and so Sinners feels very, derivative.
Right.
But somebody who hasn't seen Dusk Till Dawn and just saw Sinners first would be like, "Whoa, look, vampires! They have
That's one of the
suddenly
things
appeared."
it's both charming and kind of annoying about young people is they're finding things that you think are fucking tiresome.
Exactly.
They're finding them novel. They're like, this
Yeah.
is new. Yeah. Good.